Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Pokemon unboxing video. This is for the Pokemon Go Elite Trainer Box. So I recently just did the Radiant Eevee pack, which I have the playmat laying right here. And people seem to like it. So I got a bunch of views. So I decided to get the Elite Trainer Box because I wanted to open up some more. And I haven't seen any single packs. I've only seen the Pokemon Go in bundles. And I didn't really need another playmat, so we decided to go with this one. So I've opened up Elite Trainer Boxes before. You're going to get 10 booster packs, 1 foil card, so you get a special foil card for this, 65 sleeves, 45 energy cards, a player's guide, 6 damage counters, a competition legal flip coin die, so I have to look at what all those are, 2 condition markers, 1 acrylic V-star marker, a collector box to hold everything with some dividers, and a card for the game. So these are really nice for players that are maybe starting out. I know it's called Elite Trainer. It should almost be like Beginning Trainer because it comes with the sleeves and all the energies. Because I'm assuming with all them energy in that, if you've already played the game a bunch, you're probably not going to need a bunch more energy. But that's alright. Let's look at this. Has some of the cool artwork. There's a Gonkor, Pikachu, Larvitar, MewTwo, Blissey, Agaragos, and Professor, whose name I don't know, a Pokestop, and a which is the only one that's not, other than the Professor's the only one that's not in like the 3D Pokemon Go. Kind of funny. I've never played Pokemon Go. I tried it once, but like for the longest time I did not have a phone to do it, so I never actually played it. But I still like Pokemon. So you're gonna get this card here, which I'm not gonna show off the codes, but you will get a bunch of codes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another 10 codes. You got 10 codes of the Eevee set. Just to double check. I'm sorry, the Eevee set you only got 8 codes. So this one I'm going to get 10 codes. So you actually get 2 more sets of codes. I don't know what they do. But they are for the Pokemon Go game. As opposed to like the trading card game, which you also get. Which I'll get one of those in every pack. So we have the player guide. Which actually feels it's a little bit flimsier paper than the last box I bought. That's alright. These are kind of nice. Again, this is kind of cool for like a beginning trainer, so you can kind of see what's in the set. Again, it works for everybody, but it gives you an idea of what's all in here. So like new V Pokemon, V Max, V Star, little tips on how to play some of them. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. But yeah, it kind of goes through all the big ones. I love this part with the new combos. This is something like I used to buy gaming magazines. So this is actually kind of a neat idea. So it's showing how like some of the different cards work together. Rolling cards and leaders and their strengths. Team up with trainer cards, explaining just idea of how to use them. And then of course has the checklist, which is going to have you can mark off if you have the regular or parallel. It's going to list its rarity, show that it's a regular or if it's a foil right off the bat. Plus I like the other start with the extra ones. You know what the extra ones are. So once you get past the 3 common, uncommon, rare, and hollow rare, which all makes sense, and they have ultra rare. Some of these are brand new to me. So you have radiant rare, which is rad, just a star for the hollow V's, star X for V Max, V Star for V Star ones, R Star for rainbow rare, and S for secret rare. Yeah, so you get all the different ones. This is a little bit smaller set. I think it's 68 cards. So it's not as big as some of the other ones. And then, of course, there's all the full art and extra shiny ones. So if you did watch my Eevee one, you'll see that I got Tangela special. Although now I see that they have the leader sets, which like each leader set comes with one of those right off the bat. So if it's the same one, that's in this box set, I feel a little bit gypped. Or you can get in that set. But anyhow, let's look at what's actually in this box. So we have a foil MewTwo. Interesting box. Pull that off. We're going to get this, just divider piece. We don't need that anymore. Let's toss that out. We're going to get our 10 packs of cards. Start off, and these are full 10 card packs. And there's the box, nothing super special there. You're going to get your dividers, MewTwo on them. Alternate MewTwo there, just so you can sort stuff out. So if you have 4 different decks, or if you want your energy in one, your deck in another, definitely kind of nice. Your condition tokens, these are actually really cool. They're solid plastic tokens. I'm just going to leave them in the bag for right now. We got one for poison and one for burn. I'm assuming that's what that is. But yeah, they're better than the old just cardboard chits you used to get. You get a card for the box. Check your points card, or not your points, but your whatchamacallit, your code card for the online game. This is also a newer thing they started adding in these, are the dice with the hit points on them. Again, I'm used to playing like the really old ones where we got little counters, and you got little 10s and 20s on the counters instead of little dice. These are actually a little bit nicer. And then we're gonna get this special die, which is his translucenty bluey glow. I like, and then the go on there, replacing number 1. So that's really fun. I love any type of die I can get that's different. I'll take it. I'm gonna pop this one out too, I think, here, if I can open it. There it is. Alright, so we're gonna get this little V-Star, which is actually solid, like them tokens. Like, I mean, I'm trying to bend it there, like. This is actually kind of cool. So in the other box, the EV box, if you watch that, I got a V-Star, like, white card in one of the packs, and I asked in there, I was like, what the heck is this? I did look it up. So I guess what it is when you play a V-Star Pokemon, they have special abilities that can only be used once per game. So for just example, I mean, it's not going to be very great to be able to see this, but here we have like V-Star Mewtwo. So it has a special V-Star power, which can only be used, I guess, once per game. Yeah, you cannot use this more once per game. So the idea is supposed to be is you can have this card, or this token now, if you get this, which is actually a little bit cooler than a card, and you can place it on top of the Pokemon to cover up their ability, or put it out on the table next to that character so you know you have it. Now, if you're playing multiple V-Star, buying maybe multiple boxes of these isn't worth it, and them cards are probably a little bit more viable. But if not, then you can get, you can pick this up. Yes, this is kind of a neat thing. I didn't realize that's what it was. I guess they did it for another type of Pokemon as well in one of the previous sets. Then we're going to get all our energy. So I'm assuming there's going to be the same amount of each different color. Although it doesn't look to be the case. So I got 1 green there. 2, 3, 4. I got 5 leaf energy, but then I think like electric, I didn't see that many. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4, 5. Yep. So it's probably about 5 of each. So you're gonna get all the main colors: steel. You just don't get any fairy energy, or dark energy. I guess you get some dark. You didn't see any fairy though. It might just be because there's no fairy Pokemon in this set, so maybe they decided not to include them. But yeah, let's say you get about 5 of each energy. Does that add up? What did they say there was? 65? 45. So 5, 10. So that would be 8 different types, 9 different types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, what are we missing? 1, 2, 3. I'm missing something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Electric would be 8. And what color are we missing here? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We're missing one type to have 45. And I don't know what we're missing. One second, I'm gonna look this up. Alright, sorry about that. Normally I just ignore the energy because I have so many energy cards I don't care, but I was really interested. So, we have 7 steel, and then we have 6 psychic, 6 fire, and 6 darkness, and then 5 of the fighting, water, grass, and electric. So, they're a little bit disproportionate. I thought they would have had, the same amount for each color, but they didn't. And I wonder if that's maybe spread out to maybe fit the overall amount of the decks. So one thing I just quickly did is I went and grabbed my other Elite Trainer box I had with Baby Mew on it. And I went and looked at that. That one has fairy energy, but the numbers are even more disproportionate. Because this one is more or less there's one less of one of the other. That one had 7 or 8 fairy, a bunch of steel, but then fire had 4, and grass had 4, and some had 5. So again, I wonder if they spread them out based on the number of energy you would need for the cards in the set versus just being hey, here's the 5 of each energy. I mean, if you buy a Magic the Gathering big box set, they're here's your 4 or 5 of each different type of land, regardless of what you buy. So every time you're always getting the same land pack. So there you can just kind of take that, toss it aside. Looks like these are going to get different amounts. I don't know then if that's just randomly inserted, because they gave you some of everything, or if it's the same in every box. If I buy another one of these Mew boxes, or MewTwo boxes, if I get the exact same ones or not, or if that's just kind of a random setup. Anywho, let's jump in to look at the cards. So this is our promo card. Very shiny MewTwo, so you can barely see them. So there's MewTwo V. 220 hit point psychic. I love the foil on that card. I would have almost liked it better if he wouldn't have been foil. It would have just been the background around him. Because that would have made him almost stand out a little bit better. But still, the foil and the texture is really cool. It's neat though. It looks like they did a different, special texture design on each different individual part, as opposed to just a regular list. It does make each part stand out, but then an extra shine over it. But he has Super Cybo, does 50, and Transfer Break. Moving energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. So he's about to die, he can give up all his energy. But it's kind of a last resort move at least, because if you do it right off the bat, then you don't have any more. Alright, so we're going to set him off to the side. So that's your special one for the set. Then let's start opening some packs. Alright, so pack number 1, we have a Slowpoke. And I love these. So some of these will have the images from Pokemon Go, some won't. And just Slowpoke sitting there fishing. His tail in there. We have Onyx with Rock Tomb and Raging Swing. I'm going to hope to get some that I didn't get in the previous set. I had about half of it when I counted it. I know at the end of the video I was deciding whether I wanted to maybe show off what I had, but when I realized I was missing almost half the set, I'm like, it's not worth it. If I'm missing, handful of cards, then maybe I'll show stuff off. But there we have Bidoof, a Wimpod, that's right, I forgot, the foils are in the middle. So we're going to do Psychic Energy, Blanche, it's our trainer card. It's our uncommons. We have the Unpheasant, and we have Soul Rock, who I did not have, so there's one new one for me at least. Once in your turn, you may attach one Psychic Energy from your discard pile to a Lunatone. Oh, neat, he works a Lunatone. Of course, our points card. Apom as a foil, and then our rares are Articuno, which I did not have as well. So I had Moltres and Zapdos, but I think I had both of them I had one as a regular rare, and I had both of them as, I think, foils. So now I have two of them. I have all three of them, but at least I have two of them as a regular. And they have the special power. Your basic water attacks, except for any Articuno, do not do 10 more damage. Do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Basically, they boost up the other elemental types. So that's definitely cool there. Alright, so on to pack number 2. Alright, we have a MewTwo. Which means we're looking for a Zatu. We have an Abipom, another Slowpoke, Larvicar, Apom. We have Steel Energy, Charmeleon, the Lure Module Trainer card, an Ariados, who I did not have. I had a bunch of Spinnerax, but I did not get an Ariados before, so it's another one I didn't have. Points card. And I keep calling them points cards, even though they're not points cards. We have a foil rare, is a Blastoise. It's neat, I already had one, but now we have another one. And then our regular rare is Tyranitar, who I already had as well. It's Raging Crash and Earthquake. So I'm not doing super well in getting them, but also depends on how many of the cards are rare versus how many are commons, you know. If there's too many rares that I'm missing, then I'm going to not get as many of them. But we have the Alolan Raticate, which is just fatty. Ooh, but he keeps Super Fang. I remember from back in the day, but it's actually somewhat better than the original one. Put damage constantly on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. The original Super Fang just cut theirs in half. But the difference is he also had an ability to dig like 20 damage. So yeah, although dropping a 200 some hit point Pokemon down to 10 HP is a lot better. The other one's kind of also nice because you could knock them down, like hit them with it once or twice, you could at least take them out. With this, you have to then swap them out. But hey, chase up. Search your deck for a card and put it into your hand and shuffle. So basically you can get whatever you need. We have a Tranquil, a Larvitar, MewTwo, Abipom, Water. Are these the same? Yes, they're the same energy. Got a Wartortle uncommon to go with our Blastoise now. I don't think I had Wartortle before, so that's sweet. Got Hydro Pump. We got a rare candy for leveling up. Camelot. Points. Foil rare candy. And then our rare is Sylveon. Which is kind of, like I said in the other video, it's sort of weird that they had Radiant Eevee as the, like, one of the pictures of the things, and then we only get Sylveon in the set. They don't have any of the other evolutions. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, it's fine to have Eevee almost by itself, or have the evolutions almost by themselves without an Eevee for whatever reason. I don't have any issue with that necessarily. It's just sort of weird. Of course, we're going to get an Eevee, though, in the next pack. Ooh, I got a Numo. I did not get a Numo. I have a bunch of camera ups, but no Numos. Tackle and Stomp. Another Alolan Raticate. Tranquil. And I got another Bulbasaur. Vine Whip and Razor Leaf. Energy, our uncommons is camera up. We got a Steelix to go with our Onix from the first pack. I did not have a Steelix before. Body Slam and Iron Buster. So here's the thing is, even now, like, I noticed in, like, the Steel ones don't usually have a lot of Steel energy compared to, like, some of the, other ones. And when Steel and Dark first came out, they weren't basic energy. They were special. Like, you played them, you can only have 4 of them in your deck. So they didn't have a lot of cards that required a bunch of them because they were hard to get a hold of, they were hard to get out. But now that they're a basic one with everything else, I'm surprised you don't see it more often. Our other uncommon is the Tangera Trainer card. Our foil is a Bidoof. And then our rare is a Melmetal V. Who has 220 hit points, Steel. So now, you know, like this, I just was saying, they don't have enough cards with Steel energy, and then I get one that has 5 Steel symbols on it. So I guess I should just shut my mouth. Arm Charge. You may attach a Steel energy from your hand to this Pokemon, and then Mega Punch. Nice. So you can basically play one, then the next turn you can hit it for the bigger one. And then the spoils aren't as impressive as like the Mewtwo promos, but they do that thing like I was kind of saying in the other one. I do like how the background is actually foil, and he's not, so he kind of stands out a little bit more. But then the problem is what they do is then they put this foil sheen over the entire top. So it kind of makes the entire card sometimes hard to read anyhow. If you want a good comparison, go look at the DBZ Super cards. They look so much better for their... I mean, like, just a comparison on the 3 other different types of foils. So you have, like, your regular foil. It doesn't touch the artwork at all. But it does make the text sometimes hard to read between the foil and the pictures in the back. I mean, they look neat, but they make it hard to read. And then we had, like, Sylveon here, who's the exact opposite. Who's just foil in the artwork, so it doesn't make any of the card hard to read, but then also puts your foil behind it, but it's just like a generic rainbow foil. So it's kind of like, it's okay, it works, but they're definitely not as neat. Yeah, go look at, if you want to see some awesome foils, go look at the DBZ Super ones, because all of them look awesome. Alright, next pack. Pack number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. We're gonna get our buddy Pikachu. I love the Go ones that are with the real people. That's kind of neat. Now we got Squirtle, so we have that entire line. A Barbaro. A Alolan Rattata, who I did not have, who also has Hyper Fang. If it does nothing. So yeah, it basically goes from half useless to goes into Raticate, which has Hyper Fang, or Super Fang, which can basically kill anybody. Numo, Energy. We got a Slowbro to go with our Slowpoke. A Lunatone to go with our Solrock. Although that's what I thought. Solrock has an ability to boost Lunatone, but Lunatone doesn't have one that goes the other direction. Interesting. Getting Ivysaur to go with our our Bulbasaur, so now I just need Venusaur. Our foil is a Camelrupt. And then, oh my gosh, we got a super rare. We got Mewtwo V-Star. So I got a Mewtwo in my Mewtwo box, which is awesome. I also like that the artwork on the top here is still like the original ones. Even all the old ones, they kind of do like, they didn't really change them too much from the original artwork. Yeah, so 280 size surge. Discard up to 3 psychic energy. So that does 90 damage for each card you discarded this way. And then his V-Star power is Star Raid. This attack does 120 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon V. This damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance. You can't use more than 1 V-Star power in a game. Oh, it's for 1 per game total, not just one of theirs. So that's even crazier. It's a neat ability, but it only hits the V, so I mean it's good against other V Pokemon. But so if we compare it just to our regular V, so he has more HP, of course. But he also has to evolve from MewTwo V, so I have to have this card to evolve him. So he gets that. He'll already have potentially 3 energy on him, so he can use either his ability. The only problem is here he has his bottom one that says, if you play that, moving energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So you could play that to get rid of 1, because you only need 2 for the other ones. It's kind of neat. A good combination there, and you already have your 2, so he goes from Super Psybolt, does 50 to Psy Surge, which does at least 90, potentially more. But yeah, there's sort of the thing is like you could definitely upgrade him. Like he goes from 160, be able to do potentially 160, although every time you use it, it's gonna be harder to play. To only be able to do 90, you're having to discard. So either way, it costs some stuff to use all his abilities. Other than that, yeah, getting an extra, he actually loses a retreat, which is kind of cool. And it still costs 2 things, but yeah, that's neat. So I got a V-Star. And that has that cool, does have that extra foil. Because they have the little lines in there that separates it. But now if this is, again, like a DBZ Super card, basically Mew wouldn't be foiled at all. And its Energy Blast would have an extra standout foil. Which makes it look a lot cooler versus just foiling the entire card. But it's still awesome. So we got that as a cool rare. Alright, let's see if we can get any of the other ones. I'd love to get another Radiant one. I think there's only 3 of them in here. But I'd like to get one outside of just Eevee. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, so we have Barbaro. Meltane. Goes with our Melmetal. Magikarp. Abipom, and Charmander. Energy. We got a Chansey, who has a delicious egg. Ivysaur, and Pheasant. Our foil is a Magikarp. And our rare is another super secret one. We got a gold egg incubator. This is one of the last cards in this set, according to the binder, or the little book thing. Yeah, so what was the... So I guess it's hollow rare... It doesn't say on here. So I was looking at the rarity for it. So it's just that gold, or that star. But yeah, if you then look at the book here, it doesn't specify any of those. So if I looked at... Yeah, so they don't tell you any different on here either. So it's just a star. So you almost have to then go into the book here and look. Yeah, so there we go. It's listed as an SV star S. So it's a secret rare. That's cool. There's only 3 of them. So there's only the V-Star Mewtwo and Egg Incubator and Lurma. So I got one of the 3 secret rares. Cool. That's definitely neat. And that Mewtwo must have been just a regular rare. Yeah, he's just a V-Star rare. And there's that MewTwo we got. Just it was the same as the promo one, just different artwork, which is kind of cool. I guess that's neat, but it kind of also makes the promo not as neat since it's the exact same card. Egg Incubator here says, flip a coin of heads, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it into your bench, shuffle your deck. If KOs, put this Egg Incubator on the bottom of your deck instead of a discard pile. That's neat. I only kind of wish, I guess it makes sense though, but I wish it was more like thematic for being an egg thing, is it couldn't be one that has like a symbol behind it. Like it can't be a VMAX or a V or a Gigantamax. It has to be a regular basic. I think that would make it a little bit more thematically correct, because like you're not pulling out like a Mega Ultra VMAX Pikachu or Gigamax Pikachu because it's a basic. Alright, we got a Bulbasaur, a Pidove, another Magikarp, Mekang, Eevee. Get to our uncommons here. Blank. I still don't have the Valor one. That's the only trainer one I'm missing. Another Steelix, another Wartortle card. Our foil is Blissey, who I did not have. She's at like one of the Pokestops. It's pretty cool. Enriching Egg. Upgrade. And then our rare is a foil Pikachu. So at least I got Blissey, so that's one more of the set that I'm missing. I'm still missing more of them. I think though there's so many of the set that are the stars and stuff like that, so I don't think there's any way I can get all of them very easily. Pidove, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Bidoof, Onix, Rare Candy, into our uncommons now, Slowbro, Lunatone, card, our, is it a foil? Oh yeah, it's a foil. Alolan Raticate. Our rare card is Lapras. I think I had the foil version before, and then instead of an energy card, we got that V-Star card, which I mentioned before. Again, not nearly as cool as the symbol, but still definitely, if you can draw one of those, it'll work for the purpose of it. Slap that down to show that you've used that ability, just so you don't accidentally use it again. I feel though, like, few times I went to play it, I haven't played Pokemon, but I played Magic, and the people I played Magic with, I feel like, lots of them would have extras of those sitting around, and then they'd be like, you play, oh, let me play this down, because they'd be like, lots of competitive gamers tend to be like that. They're like, I'm going to manage what you're doing as well. I don't know. It just seems, I kind of get that vibe sometimes why I don't play lots of games in communities. We have a Spinarak, a Alolan Rattata, a Bidoof, a Charmander, Abapom, Fire Energy, Chansey. There we go. We got Sparks. We got our third trainer. So draw 2 cards. We drew any energy this way. Drew any cards this way. Flip a coin. If heads, attach any electric energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Another Arados card. Our foil is a Charizard. That's pretty cool. Where he's flying around, and he has attach energy to fire. Kind of all the same. But yeah, it's hard to read that because it's foil. Our regular rare is a Venusaur, which I did not have. So now I have, at least in some sense, even if I count my foils, I have all 3 of the main big ones. I just need to get one of the Radiant ones. Loopy Lasso. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, to turn your opponent's bench Pokemon if they're active. And the new active is now a Sweep and Poison. Oh, that's mean. Alright. And then our last pack still hoping for that Radiant, but given the fact I pulled a super rare and a secret rare card, I'm, not disappointed. Barbarelle, Alolan Rattata, Numo, Alolan Rattata. First box, I did not get a single Rattata or Raticate, and now I'm getting a ton of them. How weird is that? Tranquil, we got another V-Star card. Chansey, another Sparky, another Argos, another point card, a foil, Slowpoke, and our last card is not a Radiant, but it is a V-Star Dragonite. That's cool, I got 2 V-Stars then. So I got a couple of good ones in here. And I do have the regular Dragonite V in the other pack, which I don't have sitting right here. Let me grab that. See if I can find him. There's the Dragonite V. Oh, and I knocked him over. So we can kind of compare him. But yeah, look at 280 hit points. He's a Dragon type. Giga Impact uses Water, Electric. 2 colorless, does 250 during your next turn. This Pokemon can't attack, so you can only attack every other turn. But doing 250 is going to take out a lot of characters, and his V-Star only costs 1. The top 12 cards of your deck and attach any number of water or electric energy you find there to your Pokemon any way you like. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So that one's actually, I think, a lot better than the Mewtwo one. The Mewtwo one does a lot, but only to the V Pokemon, even if it includes the V-Star. Definitely helpful if people are playing a lot of them, but if they don't have one out, getting that ability is 100% useless. This one, on the other hand, you could drop this Dragonite out, play this ability, and then potentially be able to use your attack the next turn. That's assuming you haven't already upgraded him, so he gains 50 more HP. He has Hyper Beam, which does 60, but it discards an energy from your opponent, and Buster Tail. So it's some good setup. Although basically, if you've done 60 or 160 to your opponent, that 250 is probably not going to mean too much, because they're probably going to be dead anyhow. He doesn't gain any weaknesses or resistances or anything like that, but yeah. This is kind of an interesting thing to do. It's like you can upgrade these big Pokemon, which are kind of cool, but they vary enough that it's whether you really want to. Unlike some of the regular evolutions, like we were looking at Rattata and Raticate, where it made sense to almost upgrade them because it becomes better. These ones are kind of, it's an option. You upgrade them. The other one does decent damage, but you can attack every turn. So you can do 160 every turn. So that's, 280 after 2 turns, versus this one only does 250. 250 in 1 turn, potentially better, because it wipes them on 1 turn, you don't take damage. But on the other hand, you can attack every other turn. So you kind of, you're a little hit or miss, depending on what you want to do. Alright, so that is what we have for the Pokemon Go Elite Trainers Guide, Elite Trainers box. Yeah, so you get the 10 packs. The little booklet is nice. So this versus the Eevee one, which is better. They're both the same price. They're $50 retail. Whether you find them online or somewhere else, those prices, that's debatable. I've seen these go for 60. I've seen the other ones go for higher. But this one, you're going to get the little dice, the energy cards, the sleeves, all basically the extra gamer components you might want. So if you're looking at getting some of that stuff, and then you get 10 packs versus the Eevee one. You only got 8 packs. You get 2 less packs. But you also get the playmat, a pin, so other collector items that you might want. Additionally, the promo card of the Eevee is not available anywhere else. it is this one right here. It's the Radiant Eevee. Whereas, like I said, the MewTwo here, this is it's alt art of the one that's in the set. So, there's kind of that. Do you want the alt art Mewtwo, or do you want the brand new Eevee you can't get anywhere else? At least not yet. It's just kind of the difference in there, depending on what you're looking for. And then the two packs versus the playmat stuff. Of course, then they also have the 3 different team card. Which I don't have pictures of them, but they have the 3 different sets that have the leaders in there, which also have, I think, probably alt art foils. And then they have the Alolan Executor. Again, I haven't seen any single packs yet, so a couple different options there, but at least now you have an idea of what is kind of in these bigger sets. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.